All right, we are doing the reading for Scorpio for your Astro Tarot for the end of August. We're going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck by Grace Duong. No sponsor, just because this is my favorite one and I like them. Of course, I'm using like different decks for all of these readings just for entertainment purposes and interest. So this is about Scorpio. This is interesting. Let's see what's going on. Scorpio. All right, so I don't see a whole lot going on with Scorpio in the transits, but in the 8th house, we can see that Cancer is there in Mars. Mars and Cancer in the 8th house. So that's kind of an interesting combo. It depends on what's going on in your 4th house, depends on what's going on in your 8th house for your own personal transits. You know, Mars and Cancer is like, I'm fighting for my life, I'm fighting for who I am, I'm fighting for my family, my home. 8th house matters, other people's money, could be the outside world, could be an inheritance that you're fighting for, or some kind of expense when it relates to death, taxes, and other people's money. Also the dark side. Maybe you're dealing with a haunted house. Maybe you're dealing with some kind of like heaviness, or just like you're like giving up your religion, or you're changing religious beliefs, or you're like, oh my gosh, I'm into the esoteric. That could definitely be a thing. That's like super interesting here. So of course, Scorpio, you're always the interesting one, right? Because you do this thing where you transform and transform and transform and transform, right? It's like death and rebirth, the flight of the phoenix. And the 2 of Cups is you are getting along well with others, or you've met someone new and things are going well. You are on the right path. 5 of Pentacles, you might have lost a relationship and met someone new. Don't second guess that. Just explore it, go along with it. 5 of Pentacles can also be like, I lost that relationship, I lost a lot of investment time. Don't view it that way. View it as an experience, and the next person is the next experience, and not everyone is forever. Nothing is forever. We live in a very temporary world, and we forget that because we have all these tactile things. We forget that. The Magician card is about transformation. So major transformation, just like everyone else, because we got Pluto in Aquarius retrograde, Neptune in Aries retrograde, Uranus in Gemini, Saturn in Aquarius retrograde. The world around us is changing so much that it's affecting us on a level that is personal. So it depends on where your big planets are at in your chart. Depends on where your Aries is at. Right now, Aries is in the 5th house. It's fast fun. Fast fun's dangerous though, right? Because it could change you for the better or for the worse, right? So that's something to be careful of. 2 of Wands is, I'm not sure what direction this is going. I'm not sure what direction to take. I'm at a crossroads. The Death card is definitely let go of what's ended. It's time for a new beginning. We're going into a new season soon. We are ready for the new season. This is why we always celebrate Halloween. You notice that? Halloween is celebrated earlier and sooner because it's fun. We want the fun side of it. We want the death and rebirth of a new life. That's also what Halloween represents, of like, you know, the underworld and like the new life it brings. And so we are ready for the new cycle. You're ready for the new cycle. Even though you might think that you're not, you are. So that's very interesting. Let's look at the moon cards, because that's always about your emotions and how you're feeling. If you have a Scorpio and moon, this can also be a thing as well. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Well, that's great, because Taurus has got dark moon Lilith and Sagittarius in there. So you might have a new fire of like You know what? The best revenge is success. The best revenge is looking good. The best revenge is being happy and living a whimsical life. Correct? So don't forget that. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So this is fair. It also could be I'm in love with my new life and my new me and the new me that I want to become. So allow yourself to do so. And Taurus energy is finally moving. I have to be happy about that because it has the Sagittarius energy in the second house, the first house. So that's about an end in the first house. So that's the moon is in Sagittarius, about change. I want to look and feel good. Sagittarius is very flamboyant and very to the point. And also, I want to go somewhere. I want to move and I want to explore. So this is also a good time to use that energy to change your life. So we're going to go along with the boot cards for the new season coming up, or spooky season for everybody, and we're ready for it. And that's how you make candy corn soup, and that's how you're going to tell your story and maybe even monetize it. Come on. And then we've got R.I.P. Pimp. So that old pimp from the past, tell him to R.I.P. Bury him in the past. It's time for him to move on and for you to move forward into your new life. R.I.P. Pimp is your message for Scorpio, and it's super cute and super fun. And remember, keep it whimsical, because when you're whimsical, you manifest easier, and keep that in mind.